In the second lecture, the first chapter, the examination of the wise, in this it says, even if the wise are deceived, they are not confused about what they do. Although ants are sightless, they are speedier than creatures with eyes. In Tibetan it says, Sharab Demba Kokorya, Chawe Chala Mong Mi Guru, Soja Choma Mi Meka, Migden Shenle Lagvar Yok. Actually, there are many ways to examine whether the person is wise or not, or whether the person has great wisdom or not. So here it says, when opponents or when others try to deceive you, at that time, if one is deceived by their deception, then one is not a wise person. And if one is not deceived by their deception, then it means you are standing firm on your own belief, and you are wise because your thinking is based on logical reasons, not based on others' deception or others' actions. So at that time, if one is deceived, then one is not wise. At that time, if one is not deceived, then one is a wise person. For example, when one is keeping the moral conduct, at that time, if the opponents they try to show you many destructive things like sense objects or many desiring objects to deceive you, to spoil your moral conduct. So at that time, one should know the benefits of keeping the pure moral conduct, which is the foundation of all the qualities or foundation of all the temporary and ultimate result. So at that time, one should not lose one's own pure moral conduct, and one should not be deceived by their deception. And those who are not deceived by such factors is considered as a wise person, and those who are deceived by these destructive actions, then they are not a wise person. Also, we can apply this to our life, our daily life. When a student is studying hard, at that time, if the others try to distract this student from study and try to show destructive things or try to take to a very destructive places or try to give very tasty food to distract the student's mind from study. So at that time, if the student decline all these things and continue to study hard, then it means this is a wise student, because by studying hard, one can gain not only the good marks in the annual exams, but also can get better degree. With the better degree, one can have a better career or better lifestyle in the future. So such student is a wise student. And another student, although this student is intelligent, but the mind is not so firm or not so stable, then such student, if such student is deceived by the others by taking to many distractive places or showing many distractive things, then this student might not study hard and even can lose interest in studying, and by this student will not get good marks in the exam, annual exam, and also will not get a good degree, and because of that, this student in the future will not get good job or will not have a good lifestyle, can become like this. This is generally is like this, but also, of course, there are exceptions, but in generally it is like this. So such student is not a wise, because such student is under the control of other factors, cannot stand on his own or her own belief or his or her own, cannot remain on study, cannot remain stable on studying the text, etc. So such person who is under the control of other factor is not considered as a wise person. So this shows these two, one is wise and one is not wise. So not only in the study, but in any field, if one need to do something, then one should do it continuously or with great perseverance without any distraction. One should not fall into the distraction of others. So one should continue on what one is doing. So if you have too much distraction, it can disturb our goal, it can disturb our action and our plans and our lifestyle, etc. So one should be firm on what one is doing, and one should not be fall under the others' factors. So this is the advice.